You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, let's just be real. Cathy Engelbert and Napheesa Collier, you two can come together. You can put out your hand. Well, let me reach out to you. You reach out to me. Hell, bring in Adam Silver. He can be like the third hand reaching out, right? NBA commissioner. They all three have something in common, all right, in regards to the WNBA, CBAs, money, ownership, expansion leagues, ratings, whatever you want to talk about or look at. The success of the W, I'm not talking about George Bush either. Ugh. The success of the W hinges and pivots and teeters on the actions and the success of one Caitlin Clark. Let's be real. Those three entities, along with every other player, owner, anybody that's got an interest, monetary stake, anything in this league, Caitlin Clark is their hero. Let's be honest. They're not gonna admit that. Oh, but Angel Reese, Victoria's Secret, doesn't mean a damn thing to basketball. Not a damn thing. Did you see the ratings on Chicago Sky games? Okay. I mean, that's fine. Victoria's secretions and all that, whatever. I don't care. I mean, it don't mean nothing. You notice I didn't make a video on that. That don't move a single needle when it comes to basketball. We've seen that. I can't sell out games. And this is not a shot at Angel. Neither can any of the other players, to be honest. So Dan Patrick, a legend in the sports media sphere. We all know Dan, right? Legendary on ESPN before he left to start the Dan Patrick Show, which has been widely, I guess it's been around 20 years now or something like that. But Dan Patrick, and just so you know who I'm talking about, this is Dan Patrick talking about the Rookie of the Year race last year involving Caitlin Clark.
Good year. A double-double is something that we can go, oh, I can grab a hold of that. Man, she's got double-doubles. Okay. She does just about every night. Caitlin Clark has a bullseye on her back every single game. You must stop her. I don't think you look at Chicago and go, boy, if we stop Angel Reese, we're going to win. And that's why this is a silly argument. Caitlin Clark is the Rookie of the Year. Angel Reese is a wonderful player. Absolutely. Plays hard, both ends. She's not Rookie of the Year.
I mean, stating the obvious. I'm sure I did a video when Dan Patrick said that. Well, Dan Patrick has made some more comments. And boy, the anti-CC folks, not going to like it. Not going to like it indeed. They're not going to care for it. This is Fox News. Longtime sportscaster Dan Patrick said the WNBA has turned on Caitlin Clark amid contentious collective bargaining agreement negotiations. Minnesota Lynx star Napheesa Collier revealed in a private conversation she had with WNBA Commissioner Cathy Engelbert that Engelbert said Clark should be thankful that the league gave her a platform to make $16 million off the court. Dan Patrick said the WNBA needs Caitlin Clark more than she needs the WNBA. Tell me when I'm telling lies. Quote, are they really going to make $300,000? Question mark. Maybe someday, but Caitlin Clark shouldn't make $78,000 a year and then be thankful she gets $16 million off the court. The WNBA needs Caitlin Clark. That Caitlin Clark does not need the WNBA. Dan Patrick said during a recent appearance on Outkick's Don't At Me with Dan Dockich. I'm sorry, Dan, I haven't seen this episode yet. And I'm talking about, well, Dockich and Patrick, I guess. Quote, it feels like the WNBA turned on Caitlin Clark. Now they're turning to Caitlin Clark to say, hey, you know what? We need her. Hey, this private conversation I had with the commissioner said Caitlin should be thankful. Everybody should get down on their knees because of the money, the amount of money. Patrick said the negotiations between the WNBA and players are getting, quote, dirty. The 69-year-old said he was, quote, a little surprised. Engelbert brought up Caitlin Clark in her conversation with Collier because Clark and Collier share the same agent. Yeah, there's no way. And it does seem odd that Caitlin somehow didn't find out about that conversation. Engelbert denied making the comments about Clark in a press conference. Quote, obviously, I did not make those comments. Caitlin has been a transformational player in the league. She's been a great representative. She's brought in tens of millions of new fans to the game. Dan Patrick called Cathy Engelbert a bright woman, pointed out some of the positive things she has done. This commissioner has done some positive things. They have 5 new expansion teams coming up. They got a TV deal. So there's some positives there. Yeah, but, here's the thing about that. That television deal is really Adam Silver's. And, word has it, Adam Silver told any networks, all right, or company that owns said networks, NBC, etc. The WNBA is going to USA, the USA Network, where they show SmackDown, WWE. He told them, if you want the NBA, you must bid on the W. All right, so to Adam Silver's, to give him credit, he rigged the game. And that's one of the reasons. Now, in fairness, the networks looked and went, oh, look at Caitlin Clark. So at least some of these games, that's the reason all but I think 2 games all season by the Fever were on national television on some Ion, somewhere you could get to watch her play every night, regardless of what game it was. NBA TV, ESPN, CBS, ABC. The networks rightfully looked at her games and said, oh, those are worth something. So they paid them $220 million a year, plus they still got some outlier media rights deals out there. It's about a $260 million a year contract. Okay. That was a jump from 60 so they added 200 million. That's where this new money in this CBA is coming from. The 4 times jump is because they basically got 4 times the amount of television money. That's how and why that's happening. It's basically the only reason it's happening. Yeah, sure, okay. You got some franchise rights, yada, 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 but it's always television money. It is always television money. But Dan Patrick's right. They all need Caitlin Clark. The W needs Caitlin Clark. The league itself, the owners itself, the players itself, they need Caitlin Clark more than she needs. Hell, I just did a video earlier. Project B. The Saudis have the deepest pockets known to man. Probably some oil money, just my guess. They've already signed WNBA players. We just don't know who they are yet. They may come in and completely obliterate Unrivaled immediately. If they have a television deal, oh, well, all of a sudden, we're showing, Live Golf showed up on the CW. Well, NBC on their network, it's going to be somebody that doesn't have W anymore, whatever. Oh, well, they've signed all the Project B games, and Caitlin Clark's in 25 games. That's a million viewers a game. Every single one of them that she plays in. He's right. The vet, one of the GOATs of the industry, back when ESPN was great. Make ESPN great again. It ain't never going to happen because Disney owns it. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.